Yo, what's up, guys? DC here, and today I've just listened to Cristiano Ronaldo's part one of Piers Morgan, the full interview. I listened to it, I digested it, and this is my thoughts on the interview. You just gotta smash the like button, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into the video. So, Cristiano Ronaldo started off. He was talking about his son. You know how his late son died. I'm really not gonna touch on that stuff because at the end of the day, I'll touch on it a little bit. It's obviously sad he lost his child, in birth, Angel, his child. He had to tell his children about it, and it was a tough period in his career over these last 6 months, obviously with that death of his child, and he had to just keep playing and going on and on and on and on and on. And, that takes a mental toll on you. Even with the mentality of somebody like Cristiano Ronaldo, it can take a mental toll on you, and that's just how it is, man. And honestly, it's very, very sad. He just had to keep playing and carrying on, and he just basically talked about how that affected his mental state, which is understandable. You just lost your child, and 2, 3, 4 days later, you got to go out and play against Arsenal or whoever. That's tough, man. That's very, very tough to do. And obviously with Ronaldo, it's sad, man. It doesn't matter who you are, anybody in life. You could be whoever. If you lose your child and you got to go to work the next day, you're not going to be 100%. You're not going to be at it. It's just like anything. So yeah, man, that's a sad situation to be in. I just wanted to touch on that briefly because, we don't want to talk about that, man. That's sad. Obviously, you feel bad for Ronaldo in that instance, and his wife, obviously, and his family as well. So yeah, man, he just touched on that, and then he went into, talking about, how the youth of today, it goes in one ear and out the other. And that's true. That's true. I would agree with that because, take me for an example. I don't, some things I listen to, it goes in one ear and out the other. And that's just, how it is. I like to be an open thinker. I like to think for things for myself. Now some of the things I will take advice from people, obviously. And I think it's even worse because if he's playing with Manchester United players, these kids are on 40, 50, 60 grand a week or whoever, and even 10, 20,000 pounds a week, even 10, 20 grand a week. It doesn't matter if you're on $10,000 a week. That's just like me. If I looked at my bank account, and I looked at my bank account, and I see $10,000 every week, man, look, it's gonna be hard to tell me anything because to be honest, I'm gonna be chilling, man. I'm gonna have my money. I'm gonna be set. I'm probably gonna, gonna get some advice. Obviously, I'm gonna, probably talk to a financial advisor or whoever, and get some game, obviously, and learn how to, build on that, on what I got, obviously. But I think, I can understand it in a way. If these guys are on 100, 200,000 pounds a week, like Marcus Rashford and, these guys, man, and the Maguires and stuff like, they're not gonna listen to Ronaldo, man. And it's just like when Maguire was captain, I'm pretty sure they were bumping heads. I'm pretty sure Maguire and Ronaldo were bumping heads because, to be honest, Ronaldo's been around some of the most established captains, Sergio Ramos's and Casemiro's and all these guys, and you see Maguire as captain and he's doing that buffoonish shit, and, he's missing tackles, he's doing this, and then you got to go in the locker room and listen to that guy. I understand where Ronaldo is coming from in a way because, to be honest, yeah, they're going to bump heads. Even though he didn't mention Maguire directly, but I know he's probably talking about that English clique of guys that probably don't respect him and that want him out. Because he said there was 2 or 3 of the staff, and there's probably some players that want him out as well, obviously. Because he's not going to sit there and listen to Harry Maguire when he's an established already. Ronaldo's about to be on his ass. Even Messi came out and was talking about, yeah, after this World Cup, I'm about to be done. These guys are about to retire in about the next 5 years. The time it's taking. The next wave of the young generation is coming up. It is going to be the Mbappe and Haaland thing. And that's why I made my video earlier on Mbappe being linked to Manchester United. Because he's going to be the next one up. And Haaland. And so, yeah. I think diving into it next, he said there's 3 players that I admire and respect at Manchester United. And he said it was Diogo Dalot. It was Lisandro Martinez. And I think he said it was Casemiro. Probably Varane as well. Obviously, as his former Real Madrid teammate, he probably forgot to mention him. Probably Varane as well. He probably likes Varane, Casemiro, and Dalot, which makes sense. The one that was surprising was Bruno Fernandes, who was his fellow countryman, and he didn't mention Bruno Fernandes at all, which was a little bit surprising. Was that maybe why Bruno didn't shake his hand in the locker room? It could be that. It could be this. we don't know the full details of behind the scenes. You know, you only see what you see. They don't show the whole picture. They don't show the whole story. And that's why people can't fall into this media bias. You have to stay open-minded when it comes to the media. The media is propaganda and manipulation tactics. And I think a lot of people fall for the trap. And that's just how it is. So, yeah, I mean, it's just, it really is, it is what it is, man. And, you know, Cristiano Ronaldo, man, coming out with that interview, he's just going out with the bang. He will 100% not be coming back in January. They're taking his mural down. I saw a thing they tweeted saying that, the reason why they're taking his mural down is because there's a rugby final on Saturday. Nobody cares about rugby. I'm gonna be honest. And maybe in other countries, I don't know. Nobody's watching rugby like that as much as football. Why are they taking his mural down? They didn't have to do that. They don't have to do that. Talking about that, it's planned already. No, it's not. If Ronaldo didn't come out with that interview, they wouldn't have taken his mural down. That's bullshit, and they know it. They wouldn't have taken his mural down. Let's be real. So that doesn't really surprise me at all. There was something else that came out. He said that let me see if I can find the quote. I think I retweeted it. Let me go over here to the internet. See, he said this, and it reminded me of my dad a little bit, because he always says that Coca-Cola Agua thing. And he said in the interview, he said, some coaches now think they found the last Coca-Cola in the desert. When it comes to Ronaldo, they think they found the last Coca-Cola in the desert. And it just, oh man, because it reminds me of back when he said no Coca-Cola Agua, man. And oh my God, it's like they tapped him on his wrist, man. With that, it seems like everything's been on a spiral since that. Ever since that Coca-Cola thing, man. And yeah, they're saying Manchester United have removed a mural containing Cristiano Ronaldo. So yeah, I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo's not in the Portugal squad today. The illness. You got people coming out saying he can't handle the fact that now he's a squad player at Man United. Craig Burley, who's another one of these pundits, didn't hold back on the Cristiano Ronaldo situation at Old Trafford. Who out there wants a 38-year-old problem? I think a lot of teams will want a 38-year-old problem that's bringing in kits, ad revenue, and a bunch of money. Craig Burley. I'm just saying. You know, I think a lot of people just tweet and talk on these pundit shows and don't even know what they be saying, man. So, yeah, they're removing this mural. You know, top professionals, Diogo Dalot for sure. Cristiano Ronaldo again on Ragnick. When you sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you should bring in a top manager, not a sports director. Cristiano tells Piers Morgan. I love Solskjaer. I never saw Ragnick as the boss because I saw some points that I never agreed on. Look at that picture right there, man. I don't have a problem with Ragnick. You know, but then again, I'm not a player for Manchester United, so I mean, it is what it is. I think the thing that Ronaldo said in the interview, he came in to Manchester United with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. My dad touched on this as well, and now I remember now. Ronaldo came in 2 months before Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got sacked. He came in, he was there for 2 months, and then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got sacked because we weren't doing good enough in the league. We were getting pummeled by teams. And then they bring in this new guy that Ronaldo claims. In the interview, he said he'd never heard of the guy, Ralph Ragnick. And Ragnick came in, and, you know, they bumped heads and disagreed on things. And that's basically where this has come from. That's why he said this. You know, I think Ronaldo came for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because he loved him, and then in 2 months they sacked him. So Ronaldo probably felt betrayed sort of in that sense. He came for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and then they brought this new guy in that he doesn't even know or never heard of. I mean, that's just like, you know, you come into a job, you know, it's your favorite boss or whatever, and then a month later they get rid of him and bring some buffoon in. And I'm not calling Ragnick a buffoon, but I'm just saying in general, like, you know, if like your boss, your favorite boss is there, and then he gets sacked in 2 months and they bring somebody else in, it would throw off the whole workplace. It's just like in sports. If your favorite manager's there, you know, I guess, you know, Ronaldo liked Ole. You know, Ole was what he was. And after they sacked him, they should have brought in a top manager, which I agree with. And I think Ragnick was supposed to go above the manager, like the sports director, but he had to be a manager because they really had nobody else to go to. But then again, we're Manchester United. We should have things planned in advance. And that's where I think he's coming at with the Glazers. They're not planned, they're sloppy, and they're stupid. And that's why a lot of people don't like the Glazers. The Glazers don't care about Manchester United. As he said in his interview, they do not care about Manchester United. They don't. Not one bit. And yeah, this is just what it is, man. Cristiano Ronaldo. I was close to joining Manchester City in 2021. I was surprised as they tried hard to sign me. But my heart, my history with Man United, Sir Alex Ferguson made the difference. The heart was speaking loud in that moment. He was close to joining Man City, but decided to go to, he decided to go to Manchester United again. And he was close to joining Man City. I believe that because, to be honest, in 2021 he was having problems at Juventus and he was going to leave. And yeah, we weren't in for Cristiano Ronaldo. We were going to sign somebody else. And we just so happened he was free. He was going to become a free agent, and we signed him back. And that's how he came back to Manchester United. Manchester City defender João Cancelo talking about Ronaldo. No chance. Cristiano is a role model to me. He's like my big brother. Cristiano Ronaldo, another quote coming out in the interview. I really thought everything would have changed after 13 years, but then I was surprised in a bad way. Everything was the same. So after 13 years, everything still seems the same. Also, it seems that young players of the new generation don't care. Well, yeah, if you're earning £100,000 a week and you're Mason Greenwood or one of these guys, man, you're going to feel like on top of the world. And I'm not going to lie, I probably would too. We're the same age. If I was earning $100,000 a week, man, I would be chilling. I'd be like, look, man, I'm at Man United. You know, everybody's cool, man. I'm one of the big names. I don't really have to do anything else. I would get kind of complacent, and I think, I could see that where that's coming from with those players inside, and I think it's very dangerous to become complacent. I think you want to be able to strive for more because, this footballing thing is not a long career. You get maybe 10, 15 years. I know eventually, I want a longevity as long as possible. That's why I'm trying to look after my body, stretch, do different things to take care of my body now because I want to be able to play when I'm 40. And I don't want to be, hobbling around and, can't move. That would suck, So, yeah. It's just what it is. Cristiano Ronaldo's interview having an impact on the Man United players. Obviously, it affects us. So yeah, man, it's just pretty much the same stuff. This is his mural getting removed, being taken off of Old Trafford. They're removing his mural. Crazy stuff, man. I've never seen this before. So yeah. Oh, hold up. Let's look at Manchester United stock real quick. Now, if you look at the Manchester United stock, Piers, it's went up today a little bit, but it's going back down again ever since the interview. So it seems like after the interview, it goes down and up, then down and up. This is pretty much what the stock market is in a nutshell. So that makes total sense. But pretty much the interview was pretty much the same talking points as pretty much that were released in the clips. But there was a few things he added, especially with the the young players of today. It goes in one ear and out the other, which makes sense. If you're on that much money, it will probably go in one ear and out the other as well. It'd be hard to tell somebody on $100,000 a week. Like they used to do back in the days, having the academy players clean the players' shoes, and these guys are on £5,000-10,000. We ain't doing that shit. Man, like they said, they'll go to the FA or they'll go to OSHA, whoever the top management. I don't know of these clubs. They're not doing that, man. So it is what it is, guys. Let me know what you think about part 1 of this Piers Morgan Ronaldo interview down in the comment section down below. And yeah, make sure you guys listen to the interview. I listened to it, and honestly, most of the things Ronaldo said was facts. I heard no lies, to be honest. No lies. I believe it. I wouldn't be surprised if Carrington hasn't changed in 13 years. Once again, the Glazers don't care. They're winning in the marketing side. They don't care about the footballing side. Never have and never will, and that's why we need the Glazers out. So it is what it is. There's probably going to be more to unfold, especially tomorrow. There's going to be more. He's going to talk about Ten Hag and the other stuff. So I will do another video on that tomorrow. And yeah, stay tuned for that. I got a bunch of content coming. It's been Dangerous, you guys, and I'm out. Have a good day. Peace.